All right, folks, let's talk a little bit about your next assignment for your multi-genre research project. The next thing we're going to do now that you've turned in your topic, your general topic, and then narrowed down what you want to focus by creating a list of at least 5 keywords or phrases. The next thing we're going to do is start planning where to go next. Okay, so you know what your topic is. You know what some smaller topics are that you want to discuss. But which of those do you need to get more information on? What you need to do a little bit of research on. And remember, any research you do, you want to go ahead and create a Google Doc in your Drive. And just if you're reading an online source or whatever, just grab the web address up in the corner. So, like right here, you just grab it and start pasting it into a Google Doc. That way, when it comes time to create your works cited page for your project, all you're going to have to do is add the information and create your citations, but you won't have to go looking for where you had found your information. You already have that. So not only is it your topic you might have to do some research on, but as you start considering what genres of writing you want to do. So if we continue with our Greek mythology example we talked about in class last week, well, by the time you watch this video, it'll be 2 weeks ago. We talked about if my major topic was Greek mythology and Hercules was one of my my keywords, I might do a Mother's Day card from Hercules to Hera, or an anti-Mother's Day card from Hercules to Hera. And so I might need to go look at, I've seen a greeting card before. I know what they look like, but it wouldn't hurt for me to do a little bit of research on some topics, or even places I can go to create a greeting card. And I strongly suggest something like Canva might work really well because they'll turn them into a PDF so that you can put them onto into a Google Doc. If you haven't already done so in your Drive, now that we're talking about this as well, go ahead and create a folder. And I'm going to kind of talk about that, I think, today when we do our Zoom. So this is kind of a refresher of what we talked about on Friday the 20th. So you can have a folder already with your MGRP stuff already in it and ready to go. All right, so anyway, for this particular activity, as you're doing this research and you're starting to figure out what is it that I need to get more information on, kind of jot down some notes in your head or on paper, whatever works for you, or in a Google Doc. Which of your topics do you need some more information on? What are some writing genres you're thinking of using? Which of those do you need to look into a little bit more? You're not cheating if you go back to the genre list with all the different types of genres on it. Go right ahead, do that. And you can start kind of brainstorming. Now, if you find a place where you're not sure, you're like, I'm not sure what would work for this topic, or I've got several ideas, I'm not sure what would be best. That's where our next graded activity comes in. So due next Friday, so March 26th, right? Well, actually, not Friday, I apologize. Wednesday, due Wednesday, March 26th, is a research plan discussion. Okay, so you can see it right here. Here are the directions. A lot of this I just went over. Okay, so after you've figured out what you need to research, so this is where I am in number 1. Once you figure out what you need to research, both for your topic and the writing genre, are there some things, either the topic, the genre, that you're not sure of? You feel like you could use some advice on something? What is it you're planning on doing? You want to get all of that kind of straight. And then what you're going to do is move to step 2, which is make a discussion post where you're going to outline your research plans. Here are the things I know I still need to research. Here's what I'm probably going to do. And then address any questions or places where you feel like you could use some suggestions. Like, I kind of need some suggestions on how I might word an anti-Mother's Day card. Like, I've seen Mother's Day cards, but what about an anti-Mother's Day card? Your first post or your initial post needs to be in complete sentences, folks. Grammar counts. Poor grammar makes it really hard for your reader to understand what it is you're saying. You do not want your reader to misunderstand you. Your initial post cannot be less than 50 words. Okay, 50 words. After you make that initial post, you'll be able to see other people's posts. You won't be able to see anything until you make yours, though. After that, you need to reply to at least 2 other posts offering ideas or advice as needed. No less than 25 words each, and again, grammar counts. Okay. So your initial post is going to be worth half of the grade, half of the points, and your 2 replies will be worth 25 points each of the remaining 50 points left. Right? Don't forget to message me, either remind, email, Google Chat, Google Hangout. If you get stuck somewhere, ask. It's what I'm here for. Okay?